So next year is the 30th anniversary for the Resident Evil series, and many of us are wondering what we could possibly get for next year. Some of us think Resident Evil 9 or a remake of 1 is in the realm of our wishful thinking, and we are at least hoping that Capcom delivers something really good. But let's go all the way back to the 25th anniversary of Resident Evil, which was in 2021. We ended up getting some fairly decent stuff like Resident Evil Village, and I also believe Infinite Darkness came out the same year. But Capcom informed us on a special 25th anniversary gift for the fans. This gift was known as RE-Verse, a free-for-all multiplayer game that really nobody asked for. Now see, a vast majority of fans have constantly been asking for either a Resident Evil Outbreak Remake or remaster onto modern consoles, since that to this day is remembered as the best multiplayer experience Capcom has offered with Resident Evil. And in recent times we have received multiplayer games like Operation Raccoon City, Resistance, which I believe came out a year before RE-Verse, and Umbrella Corps, which is known as arguably the worst RE game of all time. Now, if I can remember correctly, RE-Verse was released the same day as the RE8 Shadows of Rose DLC on October 28, 2022. That didn't really help with getting many people to play this game. RE-Verse had some very shaky development, I guess you could say, and it was released a year later after the beta in 2021 or 2020, I can't remember exactly. This game, when released, wasn't necessarily the best shit ever. The game had its flaws, but you saw the potential and hope that Capcom or Neobards, whoever the main developers were, committed to the game so it could have long sustained success. Now obviously the expectations for this game was really low, and some people including myself expected this game to tank and eventually die out within the first month of the game. I played a decent bit of this game and I liked some of the things they did, but wasn't a fan of other things. As time went by, the game was getting more dead than it ever was. And just recently Capcom officially announced that the servers were closing down later on in the summer. Now, I made a video in the past calling this a complete failure, which, to be real with you guys, it was destined to do so. Nobody wanted it, and this wasn't the type of formula the fans wanted. Also, the game was just completely abandoned after adding characters nobody wanted in the game. You could have added fan favorites like Rebecca, Carlos, Barry, Sheva, and so much more, even Wesker himself, but no, let's add the Houndwolf squad, who we know little to nothing about. I feel bad for this game because it only had one mode, which was a free-for-all, and I think the max players was 6. I wanted to see way more. The combat to me was fun, except when Chris activated Roid Rage or Bullshark Testosterone, that made him feel invincible. And it was also a really cool feature that you could die and then turn into a BOW like Nemesis, Jack Baker, or whoever it was, depended on the amount of virus capsules you had. But regardless, despite its pros, there were too many cons. It gave us some really cool wallpapers to look at, but some items where you had to have a pro pass to the battle pass was fucking annoying. There wasn't any bonus modes, no interesting weapons, only one song was playing, which was Looming Dread, which isn't a bad theme whatsoever, but constantly hearing it over and over again just made me want to turn off the music. The characters could have had their own Mercenaries themes, and in the menu you could have given us a soundtrack of Resident Evil's best theme songs. That could have been great, let alone anything else. I'm not saying this game should have been COD, but at least give us something new. That didn't happen, unfortunately. If this isn't the indicator for Capcom knowing that the fans want an Outbreak-like multiplayer game, whether if it's a remake or a third file of Outbreak, then I don't know what to tell you. I don't think they're giving up on the aspect of multiplayer games because they could have done that a long time ago with Umbrella Corps. It's a true shame because I do believe that this game had some potential, but it was never given the chance to showcase that because it was abandoned after one update. But again, the formula of PvP multiplayer games for Resident Evil are destined for failure. I just hope the next game they make that is multiplayer is either an Outbreak Remake, which nobody is against the idea whatsoever, because I feel like it's needed quite a bit to salvage what is left of, I guess, of RE multiplayer games, or just simply remaster it and put it on Steam and modern consoles. But at the same time, if they're not putting the Classic Trilogy Collection onto modern consoles, then I'm not expecting them to do that with Outbreak or anything else. Shout out to GOG or GOG, since they're trying to do the fans some service for PC. RE-Verse was a game full of potential, but like I said, it was never given the chance, and it was destined for failure. There were some really cool features and ideas in this game, but it didn't outweigh the red flags, let alone the fact that it was abandoned not too long ago after its release. Its servers are shutting down this summer, and who knows, maybe I play this game one last time for the sake of it, and think about what could have been. Maybe I could get a couple of YouTube friends of mine and see if we could run a couple rounds of the game before we get super fucking bored. Another thing I hope for the next multiplayer game is that there is a long-term plan of commitment, which again I think can only work with Outbreak or a game that has a ton of similarities to it. But we shall see what happens soon. Maybe we could get something for the 30th anniversary, but I don't think that'll happen. If you guys played RE-Verse, let me know what you guys think of it in the comments. Did you have fun with it? Did you not? And also, did you expect this game to fail? And lastly, do you want a new Outbreak game or just something similar to that? Thank you guys for watching, and if you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like on this video to help it reach the YouTube algorithm, and subscribe to the channel for more content like this in the near future. And as always, I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace out, and much love.